Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, storms and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Was blind, but now I see.
Hi, I'm Florence McDonough. I'm Grace's favorite aunt, and she's gone now, and I have a broken heart. was vice versa. She would too, but we had each other our whole lives. No words can express the feelings that we had for each other. Grace was always there to help, to give valuable advice. She was such a giver and a thoughtful person that knew everything and what to say and who needed it. I want to pray for her kids, her children, and I will always love her. Love to all of you and Florence.
Hello, I am Bridget Kosis. I am second cousin of Grace, who I call Aunt Grace, who is better known as Amazing Grace. Wow. I don't even know where to start. Aunt Grace was everything. She knew everything. She remembered everything. If you had a problem, she was definitely the one to call. She gave it to you straight. It is what it is. Whether it hurt or not, she would tell you. Period. She is going to be missed. I love her. I will forever love her. Have a wonderful, wonderful ever after.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Some peace tonight in the arms of the angel. Fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room and the endlessness that you fear. Dark, cold hotel.
right. Good morning, Las Vegas. Welcome to the Celebration of Life tribute show. We're here like we did a couple of Mondays ago. We're here to celebrate Grace and her amazing life, and we want to hear from anybody out there that had a interaction, maybe an experience, or just want to share a story. We're going to be here till about 9:55. We're going to be sharing our tribute, and I was talking to you guys about it last week, and we'll have a special guest, and I'm more excited that he's here with me as far as me being in here by myself, because he's a person that knew Grace better than anybody as far as their relationship, and a lot of you guys might know him, and I heard him on the radio in the past, and he was actually here when I first started, helped train me, and it's my honor to have him in the studio as we share this day and this morning about Grace. It'll be 1 month on Wednesday. How time flies, and the mystery man is here, and it's my pleasure, my honor to announce doing the show with me for the next 2 hours is my guy, my man, Sergio. Thanks, man, for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's like when you called to ask me, it was a no-brainer. Grace was special to a lot of us. I apologize. She was a big impact to all of us. And I was just sitting here. I'm sorry. I'll try to compose myself. I was just sitting here.
Man, go ahead. It's all right.
As I walked through the door, I just recalled the first time I ever stepped in here. When I came for a job interview, it was like, if I remember correctly, it was December of 2008.
Right.
And so I was here to meet, if there's any longtime listeners, Renee Reed was the manager at the time, and I had a job interview that day. And when I came in the door, there was a woman sitting at the desk, and I just, introduced myself, and I'm here for an interview with Renee, and so she just said, have a seat right there, and I was just waiting there. I probably waited about 15 minutes or so for Renee to get done with what she was doing, and Mark, I don't know if you've ever been anywhere, or if any listeners have been sitting maybe for a job interview or any type of appointment, and I was just looking at this, the walls, and looking at there was advertising up there, the business cards and the brochures from all the businesses that would advertise on the radio station. And let me backtrack really quick. I moved to Las Vegas in 2003, and at the time I was delivering water for Arrowhead Water. And I'm sure the listeners out there, if you move from one town to another town, and you're what radio stations are out here? You start flipping the dial. Mm-hmm. And I remember one day, it was about right before 7 a.m. If I recall, there was the radio shopping show had a show from 7 to 9, mm-hmm. if my memory serves me correct. And I remember I had come across a sports radio station on AM 1400. And I remember I was listening, it was 6:45, and I'll be honest, I stopped at a local burrito place here. I won't give them any free advertising. And I said, let me go in here, get something to eat, come out, and then I'll listen to the beginning of, or a little bit of this sports radio show, because the two guys that were on the air, they simulcasted out of LA, so I knew them. So I'm a little bit of home, right?
Yeah.
And then when the commercial, and I'm oh man, why is that a long commercial? And 7:05, this jingle for this radio shopping show comes on. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What happened to, the sports radio guys? And I started listening, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Right. But I just kept listening, and there's something that intrigued me. And I'm like, well, are they ripping people off? Like these certificates, right? Well, fast forward, that was 2003, 2009. I'm needing a job for the first time in my life. I was laid off, and I was sending resumes to so many different companies, and only 2 responses, I would say, out of like 50. Right. The economy, that was, it was pretty rough in like 2008. And one of them was for a Spanish sports magazine. So kind of like picture like Spanish like Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Where they were wanting me to sell like full page ads for like $10,000. Like I've been in sales for a large part of my life, and I'm like, in this economy, I don't think businesses are going to be paying $10,000 cash for like a full page ad. And there's like, well, you could sell half, quarter, an eighth. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, let me think about it. And then out of the blue, I get a call from Renee, this person named Renee Reed, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I saw your posting of your resume, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I come in, like fast forward to what I was started. So I'm sitting there after this, this very nice lady greeted me, and I was sitting there waiting for Renee to call me, and I'm just like looking around the office, and I just feel, I don't know if you ever had the feeling where like somebody's staring at you, right?
Yeah.
And then I kind of look to my left, and Grace is like staring right at me with a smile on her face. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh boy. And like I turned and I said, and I just smiled back. And the first thing she greeted me, but she says, and not to sound like fool myself, she's like, you're so handsome. And I'm like, thank you.
She's always honest.
Yeah. And so that was like one of the first things that Grace said to me.
That was your first interaction.
Yeah, that was like really besides the hello, take a seat right there. That was like my first interaction. But people like her family or sons or daughters, they'll know her like sense of humor or whatever, the way she is. But just looking over, just out of the corner of my eye, just her smiling, like just had this smile, and she's just staring at me, just smiling. And I'm like, okay. And then, lo and behold, she was a very special person to me. Just she helped me out so much with my daughter. My daughter, me and her mom divorced at 8.
Let's do this, Serge. Let's hold that right there. Let me take the call. We got Dr. Lamb on the line, and I'm not sure if Dr. Lamb is one of Gracie's former doctors, current doctors, or he just knew Grace. But let's talk to Dr. Lamb. Dr. Lamb, you there?
How are you?
I'm doing good, Doc. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm actually Grace's dentist for the last 10 years. So I know Linda and Michelle, and I've known Grace for all these years, and I just want to call in and show respect because she was such just an amazing person, including her whole family, of course. But I had a lot of as a dentist, I have a lot of intimate relationship with her, so, as I'm working with her. So it was a lot of hours in the chair with her, and just seeing her, when she was healthy, throughout the whole process, even when she was sick, she just always had this amazing presence about her and just her spirit, as you gentlemen are talking about right now, but, my kids never met her, but they knew all about her. Because literally for 10 years, every Thanksgiving and Christmas, she makes her amazing bread.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That
right.
Amish bread. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and she would just give me a bag full of bread, and we'd throw it in the freezer, and it would last all year. And the kids always enjoy breaking it out and eating it. So that's how they knew Grace. But they knew, she was just consistent. with it, and she always shared it, and she made that out of love.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Every single time, completely out of love. She only gave it to people that she loved.
Yeah,
that's how I felt. So, yeah, she just, she was an amazing person. She always brought a light to her when she came into the office. Every time she came in, I just enjoyed my interactions with her, and I'm going to miss her so much.
Absolutely.
So just thinking about it, obviously it makes you emotional.
Right.
But she's one of those patients, because I've seen, tens of thousands of patients being in Nevada for this long, for the last 20 years. But she's one that really affected me and affected my family. But I just want to call and show respect, and just, the world lost somebody that was truly special, and somebody that, just everybody loved that she touched.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Doc, we really appreciate you for calling in and just taking the time and sharing that with us. And we're still heartbroken, and we're hopefully the days get a little bit easier. But we got our condolences with the family, and we appreciate you for calling in and just sharing that with us. And she touched a lot of people in so many ways that we're going to record this, and if you would like a copy, you can let the family know, and I'll make sure you get a copy.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for doing this and really sharing her life to the world. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Okay, bye.
That's pretty awesome. Like most people, we got another caller on the line. We're going to go ahead and get right back to the calls, and then we'll finish up some stories ourselves. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Good morning, caller.
I'm calling on the behalf of the amazing Grace.
Yes. Go ahead and share an interaction or story.
Okay, I don't know. I'm listening to that dentist now, but anyway, I just don't know if you have enough time for me to continue to tell you how much I loved Grace.
We got about 2 minutes. I got some other callers on the line, so if you can put it into 2 minutes, that'll be great.
Okay. I have known Grace since high school.
Wow.
Over 60 years. Yes. Grace is the most witty, charming, loving person that I have ever known. We do go back a long way. She was full of life. She was a cut-up. I loved her voice. I loved her giggle most of all. She could tell stories that I couldn't repeat over the radio, but she was just an absolute charm. She had a lot of love for her children, and I do want those kids to know how much she told me she loved them. Grace and I talked over the phone. We text whenever we could. We've been in contact for a long, long time. I will never forget her. I sit many mornings wanting to call her, realizing now I can't. But she will always be in my heart. We text whenever we could. And she just is just a person that had more friends that I think that I have. I thought I had friends. She had many, many good friends who cared about her.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, anyway, I just wanted to call. And I am from Bull Shoals, Arkansas.
Oh, nice.
And what was your name, ma'am?
My name is Phyllis Stubenfall.
Phyllis. Okay, Phyllis. Well, we really appreciate you calling in and sharing that. And if you would like to, we're going to take some calls, but we're going to have a second hour. So if you do want to call back and share some other stories, you can also do that in the 9 o'clock hour. Okay. In the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, I know. We're after 10 o'clock here, so you're a little after 8, right?
Yes, 8 now. Yeah, we're going to do a 2-hour show, so we just want to give people an opportunity to call in and share. And if we have some time in the second hour, we'll let people call in again.
Well, I just wanted everyone to know that how much I loved her, and I will never, ever forget her. 10 o'clock here.
We thank you for that phone call, okay?
Thank you for taking the call. Have a good evening. Bye-bye, hon.
All right, Sergio, let's take another call. Again, we're celebrating the life of Grace. stories, memories, interaction. You know something, Serge, before we go to the next call, it's amazing how everybody kind of had the same interaction with Grace, right? Like she touched people in ways that, you really can't explain it unless you met her and unless you had that interaction with her, right?
And she, I mean, like you said, so many people, she has like, her memory was amazing.
Unbelievable.
For the people, like, I know obviously people that would come in here and pick up their certificates, and I'm sure that her family, her kids obviously know this, but I've never met anybody like Grace where we'd be at road shows, and somebody would walk up to the table and like, that's so and so, their shopper number is blah 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 blah. I'm like, yikes!
Before you even type it in,
before the even person would open their mouth, she was just incredible. She was just like a human computer.
Yeah, you know what I found out, and we're gonna. They hung up. I don't know if it was Michelle told me this or Grace herself told me this, but she was good with numbers, and she used to play blackjack back in the days, and she would know numbers. I think she shared that with me because I asked her, I said, Grace, how in the world you remember numbers for anybody that walked in and never got a number wrong? And if she did it, she corrected it and it was the right number. And with as many numbers as we have given out, the key tags, she knew people by their number.
No.
That's more personal to me than by face.
Yeah. No, and I remember asking her, you know, obviously, if I'm not mistaken, the show started here in Vegas like in the 80s, mid to late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I would ask her questions about the key tag numbers. For the listeners, that everybody has, when you sign up, you get a membership number, the key tag. Because we used to give, I don't know, do you guys still give out key tags?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so like she would tell me, like, I'd ask her, like, Grace, like, what is, like, when I was working here, it was a 6-digit number, right?
Yeah.
So I said, like, how, like, at the beginning, were they 6-digit numbers, and did it start with, like, 1000000? She's like, no, like, it was, like, I think it was lower than that.
Yeah.
And she could, like, remember key tag numbers even before, like, people's, and she's like, oh, that's, you know, Tom Smith's number was, like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, the recall that she had was amazing.
Yeah.
Like nothing I've ever seen or experienced with anybody.
And it was unbelievable because they would walk through the door and all you would hear is her saying their
Tom,
number.
hey, you know,
number. And then I would be like, when I first started, I was like, she must be looking at some kind of script, or how do a person right now, if somebody walked in, I would not know them by number. I may know them by face, maybe know their name, but by number, I mean, that is something that some kind of gift that she had. And I think that's what made people really feel connected to Grace, right? Because somebody called in a couple of weeks ago and said that they said, Mark, I would walk through the door and she would yell out my number, pull me up, and then before I even got to the counter, she was already asking me what I wanted to order. Yeah. like she was ready, but the personal connection that people felt when they, you know what I mean? Like when you walk into a grocery store and somebody say, hey, Serge, how you doing? Good to see you. And you're like, okay, like that surprised you, but you know that little interaction with a connection that Grace had with people. That's why so many people loved coming down here. Absolutely. Because she would yell off their number and it would shock them. Yeah. Like they would be in shock.
Yeah,
like,
they'd be pulling their key tag out of their pocket. I just
started shopping and you remember my number? Somebody did say that. They said that was one of the reasons they felt connected to her, even though they didn't shop all the time, but they would come down and she would remember their number. And the guy, he said, I signed up years ago, hadn't shopped in a while, and I came back and she rattled off my number. He was like, Mark, I could not. He was like, I didn't even remember the number. So I had to double check to make sure that was the right number. And she just knew numbers like it was nobody else could know. And if you're just tuning in, make sure if you have a story, a memory, even an interaction like the key tag interaction, call in and we'll get you on the air. We're gonna give everybody a couple of minutes to do that. We got about a few more minutes. We're gonna take a short song break. We got some songs that were given by the family. We want to thank Michelle and Linda for putting these songs together for Grace. We're gonna try to get them all in. But Serge, before we take another call, what, like you said, you was kind of sharing a story about when you first started and how she helped your daughter. Elaborate on that a little bit, because Grace was kind of like the office mom, but she was also the office mom outside of work, right? Like absolutely. It was so much you did with her outside of work.
Absolutely. It's just, we used to have, and the road shows were on Wednesday and then Saturday, right? And I remember,
KSHP.
It was a Wednesday road show, and it was just,
how you doing? Hold on. Okay.
I was driving. She was in the passenger seat, and she, like, besides her memory and her intelligence, she must have noticed something was off with me, and she just went into mom mode, and she's like, what's going on? And I had told her, this is how amazing she was, but she must have picked up on, I didn't think I was kind of displaying any. She goes, what's wrong? What's going on with you? And that's when we were on our way to our Wednesday road show, and I told her that I was divorcing my daughter's mom, and she just started crying. And that's just her. Her heart was amazing.
Yeah. Well, we got another special guest, Sergio. And this one might throw you a little bit back, right? This is another one of the that had a radio nickname when she came into the studio, and I had the pleasure of working with her, as Sergio did too, one of our former colleagues. I even tried to get her to come back to work, even though she moved out of state, because she knew about the shopping show and I needed help. And so I want to take this moment to give her the opportunity to share her memories, and I'm sure they're going to be some great memories. And I still call her the Discount Diva.
Yeah.
So let's talk to the Discount Diva. Diva, are you there?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad to talk to you both today. And I'm listening from Wyoming, but I had to call in.
Yes.
And just share some thoughts and memories about Grace.
Yeah. All right. Well, the floor is yours, and go ahead, and we about 2 or 3 minutes, and that'll be.
That sounds great. Thank you. I was thinking about that special bread.
Oh, yeah.
Sergio, your story. I actually had an opportunity to make it with her one year, which was so fun.
It's a lot of work to make that bread, too.
It's a lot of work. It was a whole day.
Yeah.
We spent the whole day in her kitchen.
It was an assembly line, right? From what I heard. I never was a part of the assembly line, but I ate it.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it, yeah. But
let me just say, I'm not sure I knew what I was signing up for that day, but but wasn't Grace so wonderful? One memory I have that maybe some shoppers will think of is she just knew everyone by their number.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And just her memory was always so perfect, so spot on, and really, like, I couldn't believe it. All of the numbers she had memorized, all of the certificate information she had memorized. She was just a machine in that office, and she was so great, and she was really special to me and my family. She actually crocheted special hats for my kids, these rainbow hats that they still have. They wore them for years and years. Wow. Just so nice. And she made baby blankets for my kids when I had them, and just special touches that she did, from the bread to the blankets to the hats. But I thought I would share a funny memory that I had with Grace.
Let's hear it.
And it has to do with a Wednesday road show. Where we had...
Was those Grace's favorite or what? Those are her favorite. And then let me just throw this out there real quick, Jamie, before you. So her favorite new road show spot is we opened up a booth at the swap meet, and by the grace of God, we just got the booth back at the swap meet, and we're going to name it the KSHP Grace Road Show.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
she loved the swap meet. That was kind of the where we had a permanent
Yes.
booth there, and she would absolutely be the first one at I'd be like, Grace, the booth don't even open till 11. She would be there at 9:00. Mark, I got to get ready. I want to be prepared. I want to
Yeah.
make sure everybody, knows where we're at. And so when you say road show, I instantly think of Grace.
Oh, yeah. And let's just go a little further. Grace, with her perfect nails, her perfect jewelry, her perfect hair, her perfect makeup, like always ready.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love that about her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so one day we were packing up, and it's a real situation. We have the back of my car, we have a printer, we have these like bins full of certificates. This is the old days.
Yeah.
Okay? Like the back of my vehicle is packed, and we get out on the road, and we are driving. We're like a block away from the station, and all of a sudden we hear this thud. We look back. The back of the vehicle has like swung open, and the printer and certificates have fallen out of the back. And we start laughing so hard, we like nearly pee our pants on the road. We don't even know what to do. We're like scraping the printer off the pavement. We're chasing down certificates.
Oh,
and we just thought it was so funny. Like, if you are going to have a crisis, you want Grace with you, because she is just a hoot.
Yeah.
And we got through it, and we laughed so hard, and it was just a favorite memory that I have with her, is just that time when we had a real problem, but we got through it. We laughed, and so many memories of good laughs, like belly laughing with Grace,
Yeah.
crying with Grace, working with Grace, and just, years and years of it. She's a special person, and I'm going to miss her so much.
Big time. Big time.
And she when, and this is something all three of us can relate to, like when the first day or the first time you came into the office, that first impression, Sergio's first impression with Grace was how handsome he was.
Oh, yeah.
And, me and Grace shared a moment, because I'd be like, Grace, I'm your black stepson, right? You know that.
Uh-huh.
That is who I am. I'm your black stepson. And it just kind of became a thing where she was like, well, let me make sure my black stepson is okay and make sure he has food. And, so it became a thing that we shared. And you have been here. I don't know. Was Sergio here before you, or was
Jamie was here before me? But
Yeah,
Jamie was one of the people. Jamie and I, we haven't spoken in a long time. We communicate from time to time via social media. But Jamie was like amazing. She was like so sweet. She, she would take these new people that walked to the door and kind of like help them out. And at the time, Jamie, you were just coming in. Was it? My memory as I get older and then, other things that I've gone through is that you were coming in, like, was it one day, like, physically, or you were, refresh my memory, or to the listeners as well.
I mean, at some point, I was working full time for a while, and then I began working part time and hosting the show on Saturday morning.
That's what it was. That's what it was. But Jamie was like the best. She was like so much help. She was like, where other people would be like, whatever. This is what you got. She took the time to kind of help you. But the connection, that Grace had, we were like all her kids, her adopted kids.
Yes.
And the good thing about the Grace, she told you like it was. I mean, obviously she loved you, but if you needed like some tough love, she'd also like tell you to your face.
She'll tell you to go sit the F down and then come over and pat you on the back and say, let's keep going. It's going to be okay. Yeah. And not only did we have the opportunity to share, but she also had her own kids that she was like dedicated to, right? She was like really dedicated to. Michelle works here, right? Like it was like they were working together for a while. And so she was also dedicated to her family. Before we let you go, Diva, do you have another anything else you want to share? We are going to be recording this, and so I'll definitely get you a copy.
I think I'll just share one more funny thing that my husband and I always laugh about, and it has to do with New Year's Eve and just the idea of people going out and like getting drunk and staying up late. And I just remember Grace one time saying she had this one-liner. She was always so smart and quick. She was like, New Year's Eve, please. amateur night.
Sounds like her.
Yeah, amateur night. So we always say that at my house around New Year's Eve. We're like amateur night, and we always think of Grace when we say it.
Oh my God!
But that's it. I just wanted to call in, and it's so nice to talk to both of you today, and to have these memories about Grace and think about her and her family today.
No, it was nice hearing from you, Jamie.
Yeah, good to hear from you, and we'll talk again soon, Diva. And always a pleasure. And I, it is amazing that the kids, your kids, I remember they were
little babies,
barely walking, and you were pulling them along, and now they're all adults, and they're graduating, and
crazy.
The K shop babies, you know, basically.
There's a lot of kids came through here when they were little, and now they're all grown up, and now your kids are just kind of on the way to being adults.
Yes, they're young adults and they're thriving, and it's so nice to keep in touch with you both and see your families growing and just thriving as well, and all the good things you're doing.
We love you, Diva.
Pleasure. All right, Discount Diva. We'll talk to you soon.
You. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, Jamie was one of those. She was so nice.
Nice. I mean, and genuine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's like, you know, when you start a job, right? Yeah. And you know what your role is and what you need to do, but you're kind of a little lost, right?
Yeah.
Jamie was like I said, just somebody that would like take their time, you know, when she'd pop in to drop off contracts or stuff for businesses she had. And then she would just, you know, she was so sweet. She'd take the time to say hi, but if you had a question or something, she would be there to help you out. She was like the best.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's so nice to hear from her because, you know, she was here before I was, you know, her, Owen, trying to think of, some of the other folks that have come through here. But she was like so amazing, and she knew her stuff, and her show was amazing. I'd listen to it in my car when she was on. But no, thanks for calling in, Jamie. It's, you know, it's just the K-Shop,
got the band back together.
Yeah.
The band kind of got back together a little bit. So let's continue. We're going to take another phone call, and then we're going to play one of the songs that was requested by the family, and we're going to continue that. And all right, they disconnected. So let's do this, Serge. Let's go ahead, throw it to the let's let our listeners know we're going to play, and throw it. We got the second song on that list that you got right there.
Right,
I gave you the second song. Yeah, we're going to do the second one. Introduce that song for us.
Is it the Bette Midler song?
Yes. And it's right across.
Wind Beneath Your Heart, or Your Wings.
Yeah, we're going to play that one. And this was one of the songs that was requested by the family. And here we go.
You
right, welcome back. Let's go back to our phone lines. Got a couple of calls in between that song, so we want to get to the phone lines before we go to our little small top of the hour music break. Good morning, caller. Name? Good morning, caller. You there?
Yes.
All right. Name?
Calling in regards to the passing of Grace.
Yes. Go ahead. Share a memory or story. What's your name?
My name is Lou Day. I'm her ex-husband.
Oh,
nice to meet you.
Lou, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and share a story, a memory. I mean, you've probably know Grace better than anyone.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is she'll be sorely missed. She had 4 great children from me, with me, and the children all love her very much, and I have a love for her too, even though I'm her ex-husband, and my new wife is very much saddened by her passing also, and I'm not a good speaker.
No, that's okay. Just speak from the heart.
She has a lot of friends back in Chicago, and I'm sure if by chance they should hear that, they would all be sad over her demise.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this talk is not very good because I'm not a good talker.
You're doing fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We just want to give this opportunity for people that knew Grace just to share any story. I mean, you shared 4 kids with her though, so that's the biggest gift of all.
Yeah. She was a very good mother to her children. And that's about all I can say because I'm not a speaker.
Yeah. Well, you did great. You did great, and we appreciate you calling in. And again, Grace was touched a lot of people, a lot of lives, and you guys had 4 great kids, and they all I know Grace loved her children, and she had a lot of adopted children, not only at the station, but a lot of people that really looked at her as their mother and grandmother, and pretty much everything. So that was just who she was.
Well, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak of her.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks,
you
Lou.
for calling in.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You have a good day tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's keep these calls rolling in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. That one, this might disconnect, hung up. They'll call back. But when you think of all the things people have experienced with Grace and the stories and the memories, Serge, it makes it that more special that we were able to get the interaction, right? And to be able to not only be a part of her life for all these years and later, and even, and I'm gonna grab this call, even towards the end, she was still remembered. She was still had her personality.
Absolutely.
I had this chance to see her Sunday before, and we shared so many memories. She was telling me stories that happened when I first started. She was saying how this was happening, but she just remembered those stories and still had her sense of humor even towards the end. And that was, I mean, it was just amazing that she could remember things even when she was not feeling well.
Yeah.
She had a memory.
The recall was amazing.
Yep. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Name?
This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Well, I'm missing Las Vegas. I'm up here in Washington now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Mike. You want to share a story or a memory about Grace? We got about 2 minutes for you.
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I remember I worked for Renee Reed.
Okay.
Doing the handyman work around the office before I met Grace. And then when I did meet Grace, I found her to be a very interesting person. And yeah, and then she was bragging about her daughters, and I met them and did work for them too, and did work for you. That was when you were still a salesman in the office.
Is this Mike Engelhart? Is it
Eckert?
Eckert? Mike Eckert. Yeah. Okay, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And then I did some work for you around the office, and I actually put that window in there for the people to watch you dispatching in the
the booth. Yeah, it's right here to our my right to Mark's
my
left. But yeah.
Now I remember. Mike, good to hear from you. And so, what is one of the memories or interaction you had with Grace that you would always remember?
Grace and I had a fondness for each other. It just kind of developed. She was a positive person, and I was kind of positive also. And we had a lot of fun times together. But then I had to come to Washington to take care of my sister, so that took me away from Vegas, unfortunately. And my sister is doing better now.
That's good.
And 2.5 years ago, I had a stroke, so it's kind of hard for me to talk right now. But I'm still, I'm managing. Anyhow, Grace was a wonderful person, and she had a lot of love for her family and a lot of love for the radio shopping show. And I confirm the fact that she knew everybody's numbers. Knew the numbers before she knew the names.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she was an amazing person. So, and I want to thank you, Mark, for dedicating June 2nd as Amazing Grace Day for the radio shopping show.
Yes.
She deserved that. And she was one of your guiding lights when you took over the management of the radio shopping show. And you've done a great job, and you've matured really, really well. And you've had your own trials and tribulations, and I know that Grace thought well of you, and she would look out for you. And that's about all I have to say. That I loved Grace, and she loved me, and we kept communicating, and looking forward to the time that we could get together, but it never happened. But she was an amazing person with a big heart for everybody.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank you, Mark, for all you've done, and good luck with starting up the radio shopping show again on the traveling around.
Yep. We're going to bring those road shows back. We're going to start with the swap meet, and we thank you for calling in, and blessings to you and your health, and we'll talk again. If you're in Vegas, stop by the radio station and see how beautiful this window looks. You got to see how beautiful this window looks you put in for us.
Yeah. And thank you, Mark, and you have a good day now.
All right.
Good luck with this 2-hour program.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye now.
All right, let's go back to our phone lines. Got another caller. Good morning, caller. Shopping number? Oh, I'm saying shopping number. Shopping caller name?
I don't have a shopping number, guys.
I meant name. It's so repetition. I just said shopper number when I answered the phone. But what's your first name?
This is Owen.
I thought it was Owen.
You
Owen.
did?
Yeah.
You do have a shopper number, Owen, because you trained me. My brother Owen, how you doing?
I'm well. I'm actually I'm heading to meet a client right now, but I was tuning in. I heard my name. I was like, well, shoot, I better call and say some things. It was busy, guys. It's interesting being on the other side of this phone.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really called in before. I've always kind of shopped on the side. But I'll just say, Grace, I've known her for, 20 plus years, right? And, even when I left the radio station, her and I stayed in regular contact. And she had me over for holidays and Christmas cards and Easter cards. And, I mean, she was a very kind and loving person. Because, sometimes you leave a workplace and, relationships change and you kind of lose contact, but I was able to stay in contact with her and her family, Linda, Michelle, everybody, and she was a real special lady to me. I just remember all the road shows and honestly, there were some that I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I did not have a good time. Like, there was, only a few people that showed up, but it was Grace and I, and she made it worth it. Like, she made it, special, and that made the day. And, there was some other stuff that happened in my life. I remember I wasn't doing one point, and she bought me a bed, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the money to do it, and I don't know. She'll be missed. I haven't really shed a tear since she passed. I mean, I got a little emotional just now, but I just know she's in a better place. I mean, we're all going to miss her, but she's in a better place, and she's home, and we're left here missing her, and that's just the way life is.
No, and let me jump in. I'm going to tell you this. She loved you so much, and every time, Owen, that I would go see her, spend time with her, either on the phone call, almost every time your name would come up, Owen. I'm saying this like honestly. You meant a lot to her, and I just when I came to the radio station, I mean, you were here, Shannon was here, of course, Jamie was here. I'm trying to recall whoever else was here when I got here, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but you were a big part of her life, and she was so proud of you, and she loved you to heck, Owen. Yeah.
Well, the feeling was more than mutual. She definitely brought you up too a lot, you and Mark. We were a family, and although I'm not on the radio anymore, I have no desire to be on the radio. Calling in and saying something. So, I'm glad I did that.
No, it's nice hearing from you, Owen. I remember running into you once at the movie theater after both of us were gone from the radio station. But it's nice to hear from you and nice to talk about Grace. And once again, not to sound like a broken record, she meant a lot to you, and you meant a lot to her, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Owen, are you going to be there Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see you on Saturday, and we'll talk then. But I appreciate it, man. I know it. Sometimes it's hard to get on the radio and have to kind of talk in this manner, but this is something I'm sure Grace is looking at us now and probably telling all of us to stop crying. So she was always so brutally honest.
Oh yeah, she was. She didn't.
So.
Yeah, she didn't hold back, which one of the many traits I loved about her. So you guys, glad you're doing this, and I'll see you on Saturday.
All right,
take care, buddy.
All right, let's take another call before we go to our song break. Good morning, caller. Name?
Good morning, Mark. It's John Carafa. How you doing?
Hey, John. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got to tell you a little story. This little thing that's making me chuckle already. But about Grace, I'm sorry to hear that she passed away. I saw it I see her would tell jokes and have a good old time. So, but she'd be laughing at me because when I saw the message and saw the text or whatever else about the memorial happening from 8 to 10. I actually showed up, but I was knocking on your door out front. Then I read the text and say it's call in. I'm like, okay, I'm calling in from the parking lot. And she's laughing at me because I actually drove down here.
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
oh, John, we seen somebody out there. We're on the air, so I'm like, maybe it's just somebody looking for the Mexican. I thought maybe it was a Mexican restaurant because people will knock on our door. But when I seen you drive by, I know you was just recovering from your injury, and I'm like, yeah, that's John walking by. So, yeah, in the text message, I want to make sure I didn't say come down. I said call in.
I know.
No,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things that I do, and I said, if Grace was watching, she's laughing because we laughed all the time.
Yeah, together. Well, before we let you go, is there one thing that you can just remember that really kind of a connection or a something you had interaction wise with Grace that just made you go like, how did she say or do that?
Well, when I first moved to Vegas and heard about the radio shopping show, I came in and she was the person I met. And she explained everything to me, was personable, and I said we became friends and laughed and joked and just every time I saw her, we had a great time, and she was just an exceptional person besides a great person for the radio show. I can't say anything much more about her other than she just treated me great, and we had a great time together, and Michelle's filling her shoes, so I always, every time I come in, I'd ask about Grace when I'd see her and stuff like that, and wish her well and send her cards and just do what you can for people because she deserved it. She was great to everybody.
Yeah, she truly was. All right, John. Well, I am glad you called in, and we'll talk again soon. Or we open at noon, so if you want to come back down, you can.
Yeah. All right. I knocked on the door and I knocked on the window and I'm like, then I read the text message out in the phone out front. I'm like, okay, Grace, you're having your laugh at me.
Well, definitely. All right, John. Well, thank you for calling in and thank you for coming down, and we'll talk to you soon.
You guys have a great day. Thank you.
All right, Serge. We're going to take a short time out. We got to play another song from the family's request, and we'll come back right after these messages.
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up because you loved me.
All right, welcome back. Wow. That was John Kahovec came to the door. I don't know if I think he's been around a long while. Do you remember that name ring a bell?
No, I don't have the memory Grace does.
John Kahovec, yeah, he's been around a long time. He's not a person that's shopping every day, but he does come by and, stop by. Even if he don't buy nothing, he'll stop by and just see how everybody's doing. And he's even asked about you before. So he's been around. Every now and then I'll get a shopper that's was a regular shopper back in the days. They'll ask, how's Sergio? How's Jamie? And one guy came in and was like, do you guys Owen? He mentioned Owen. So I'm like,
so he's a long time
listener. Yeah. I mean, and you get those long time listeners, they come back. Yeah. Like they haven't shopped in a while, but they'll come back and say, God, I didn't even know you guys are still here. Or, so we get that a lot. But let's go to the phone lines before we jump back into the stories that we have. Good morning, caller. Name? Hi.
It's Linda.
Hi, Linda.
How's it going?
We're just here.
We got tears all over the keyboard.
Oh, you guys are just unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, it's just a reflection of your mom. Just.
But you know what she thought of you guys? How much she loved you.
Absolutely. She's. I used to refer to her as my Vegas mom, Linda. All she did for Michaela. I mean, you too. When you were at the road show, and you would watch her for me. I know your whole family is amazing. Your whole family is amazing.
I went to so many road shows, and I worked at KSHP with my mom. When we'd be in town, I'd go with her, and I just treasure those days and memories. Like you wouldn't believe, back in the day.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to call to thank you and KSHP, and I wish I knew all the names of all the people involved. I mean, Justin and Sergio and Mark and Star. I don't know the other names, so I don't want to slight anyone. I know there's more behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean,
Owen called in, Jamie.
Shannon, Mike Glinsky, Alan that worked the board.
Yep, Alan.
Slapshot Stevie.
Yeah. Allison.
Yeah.
It just your mom touched so many people.
Right. Right. So many people, and she really this was it was almost like you guys were another child to her. I mean, in your entire group, it was like us four kids in KSHP.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the truth. That is the truth. It was her pride and joy to be a senior, and to be accepted in the workplace. And to me, that was incredible. I mean, she was, when she started, she was 60.
Yeah.
And
wow.
The funny story that I can tell you is the only reason that you all know her is because when my mom moved here, I literally tracked down my childhood best friend who wound up moving to Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And I called her and I said, Lynn, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm in Vegas. I go, my mom just moved to Vegas. She goes, what? So Lynn and my mom just became frickin' frack and just were together all the time. And Lynn had said, hey, I work at a radio station. Would you want to come and work here? And my mom said, oh, I'm too old. She said, I'm 60. She goes, the lady you're replacing was 78. And I mean, it's just like...
So she was your mom was a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, but she's like, well, the lady that just left was 78. She said, so I don't think you're too old. So that my best friend from childhood, Lynn, is who made all this happen. Wow. She's the one who got my mom the job at KSHP. And the rest is history. And she wound up leaving and working, somewhere else. And my mom stayed on and just fell in love with all of you. She fell in love with the whole whole aura of K-Shop. And I think that there's so much good with K-Shop and so much good in K-Shop. And I think she felt that, and that fueled her.
No.
So that just fueled her. And to be around all of you was a gift. But I also want to give a shout out to the unsung heroes behind the scenes, which are all my mom's doctors.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear anyone talk about doctors very often. As you can know, the first caller on your show was Dr. Bobby Lamb, who is our dentist and my mom's dentist, who is like a best friend to us. And that's how we were with all my mom's doctors. And we're all fabulous, wonderful people. And Dr. Shimizu, Dr. Jenga, Dr. Ellerton, Dr. Glover. I know some of the PAs, PA Biggins. I mean, they all embraced her and they all did the best they could for her. And I know they were heartbroken.
Yeah. And that's the thing, the impact that your mom had with so many people, Linda. It's right. Just, as I was telling during the commercial break, I was telling Mark, I said, one of the things I love most about your mom, about Grace, is that she was loving and tender, right?
Right.
But she would also tell you like it was if you were like messing up. And I respected that in your mom, because like I said, when I moved here, like I had like no family. I moved out here on a whim with a job. And then I just, like I said, I worked for Arrowhead Water, and I came across just out of the fluke. I heard this radio shopping show, and then I don't know, 6 years later, I'm pulling up for an interview. I'm like, there's that radio shopping show thing again.
Right.
And then I meet your mom, and then the rest is history when it comes for me in my life. But
I know, and I am, and I can tell you that she was so passionate about the road shows, and she took all of it so seriously. Oh yeah. And she just was so dedicated to it. And I know when they stopped doing it, it just bothered her so much. And I think she was such a smart person. I think that it's fabulous that you're bringing it back, because I think in today's day and age of business, you need engagement. You need that high touch with people. And I think that you're on the right track. And I know she would be so proud. I mean, she'll say if this is the greatest thing they could do is to bring it back, where you're out there with the people, because it just means a lot more. It's like Mark keeps saying, people like that human connection.
Absolutely.
And we had a ball at the swap meet. I mean, the swap meet, it was so much fun.
And your mom your mom would say, should we go over there and get those mini donuts? And I'm like, of course.
Now, that's the other thing. She literally created a family at the swap meet. We knew all the booth people. I mean, it was like they were all our friends. Yeah. I mean, it's like I feel bad. I wish they would have known, because I'm sure they would have called in, or they would, do something. But if we go back, listen to me. I'm already including myself because I feel so part of the swap meet. But I just really look forward to it, and I'll do everything in my power to support it and go there and visit and whatever you guys want. Because it was so much fun.
Yeah, no, it's official. It's signed, sealed, and it's gonna be the KSHP Grace Roadshow. So we're back. I've already signed the document, so I didn't want to really make it official until I knew, but it's a done. Now we're just gonna the date is gonna be what we're gonna decide, and then we'll be there, and we're gonna, like I said, I love road shows too, but I loved road shows too, but it just, like I said, with anything like that, I mean, one person only can be in so many places at one time. So
I know. But I think that, maybe if this can grow, you might find somebody that loved it as much as my mom, who would be dedicated to it, to do it, because she was.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So committed to it. And I think it's just a blast. It's just such a blast.
No. It's like everybody, Linda, like, you talk about the shopping show, but everybody like mentioned your mom. Like that, your mom was like the common denominator, right? Like, you know, she did so much up front and carried this business. And, you know, the past owners are, you know, we all got to work here because of the past owners over the years. But let's call a spade a spade. Your mom was the identity of
she was K-Shop. Yeah, Grace was K-Shop. It was times where I didn't want to come here or be here, and she would be like, "Mark, just it'll all work out. Just keep coming. It's maybe hard now, but if you just keep going, things will be better later." And you know, now here I am in my 17th year, and it's been ups and downs, and you know, a couple of new owners, but. One thing that's consistent is that, you know, we started something and had the opportunity to be here, and Grace was kind of that person that really kept you from not quitting. She was like, you can't quit. You can't quit. We need you. But she was that person that kept people here for as long as they were. And I'm a testament to that. I mean, here I am 17 years. I think in year 2, I was like, Grace, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if it's for me. And she was like, it's for you. Just stick it out and you'll see. It'll be better later. And here we are 17 years later. And, you know, we had that opportunity. I want to thank you and Michelle, you guys really shared your mom with not only K-Shop, but everybody that came through K-Shop, including the employees. And it was, you know, it was just amazing how she just embraced people. It wasn't one person that she came in contact with that didn't love your mom.
I know. Well, the gift that she gave us is you, because it's like the Owens of the world and the Sergios and the Marks. I mean, all those people in my mind, in my heart, are my friend too. In other words, it's like she brought us all together. It wasn't just separate. It was like we were all together in her life and worked together. So, and supported each other. And I think and she did this, and I don't even know if you know this, but after she left K-Shop, when she started to kind of wind down out of K-Shop, she got into gardening. And so she went full guns, just like she did with K-Shop and the road shows. I mean, she just went into it with such passion and love for plants. And her and I and a few others here where we live got together and started a garden club. And she was like she was exactly like she was at K-Shop.
Prompt, on time, and was always looking good. It wasn't a day. Grace would come to work and she would be head to toe. I'm like, Grace, she was just like, Mark, I get dressed no matter where I'm going.
Right, exactly. And she took over the whole, we had a potluck component where everybody had to bring food every meeting. She was in charge of it. She just ran with it. I mean, she was like cracking the whip, you know, calling her, you bring in your spaghetti, you bring in your salad. I mean, she would have a K-Shop. And, you know, and she got to know everybody. And it's just, I mean, she was just like this glowing ball of excitement and enthusiasm.
And love and energy,
Right. So, but I just can't thank you enough for all you've done, all the honor you've shown her and to my family, and, you know, making us feel so special. And we'll do anything for you guys. And I mean that. And you know, Mark, I mean that in any way, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I got you on speed dial for the swap meet. So, hey.
Yes, lean on us, because I want to see that a success.
Yeah. No, it's
whatever you need.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of things that we have, not that it's new, but it's things that we just kind of went away from just because of staffing. But things are starting to look good. Things as far as staffing, you know, and I don't know if people know, but Sergio's kind of, you know, maybe coming back and doing a show and helping with some things. And it's just some help, you know, like I said, if I had a little help as far as just, you know, doing some of the things I want to do, then we can do them. So I'm begging him. I've been begging him for a couple years now. So it ain't that I'm not trying. Sergio know that. I've been, every time I see him, Serge, you gonna come home? You gonna, you know? So hopefully we'll get back together, and you know, like it's some things that Grace really was passionate about here at K-Shop, and
Right,
the road shows was one of them. And my plan is to do not only the swap meet, but also do monthly road shows where we're out at different businesses. So,
to me, that's just a winner. That's just a total winner, and it'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
But again, thank you from all of us for all you've done. You're amazing radio host. You've done a fabulous professional job. All of your speaking on these couple shows you've done have been so impressive. And I took the last one and put it to photos and posted it to YouTube. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'll just add 1,000 photos, and it'll just be a slideshow with this show playing.
Yeah,
so
that'd be awesome.
I will do that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you guys have pictures from the old days, please send them to me, because I'll incorporate them into the video slideshow.
No,
All
but
right, we will.
Belinda, before you go, I want to thank you and Michelle and your brothers for sharing her with us. Thank you.
Of course, we're proud. Okay, love you guys.
All right, love you. All right.
Bye. Bye.
All right, there's Linda. Wow. Everybody is, I got another caller, so let's just go right to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Yes, hello.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
This is Ian.
Ian, how you doing, Ian?
I'm doing good, Mark. How are you and Sergio doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
We're
talking
fighting
about
through
our friend, our mom, our counselor, our supervisor.
Yeah, the boss.
Yeah, I will say with Grace, when I heard the news, obviously condolences to her family and all the people that she was close to. She was very kind, very lovely. She was always that friendly type of person. When you worked there, she always took time out of her day to speak to you and always tried to give you, her little bit of her attention and everything. So it's definitely appreciated there. So
yeah, most definitely. That's the way she was. She was obviously she was, when management was out here, she was really in control. She was really the manager.
I thought she was the boss someday. He's like, go ask Grace. So,
but
no, you're right.
But she just, like you said, she was more than just a quote unquote supervisor. She was, she was there to lend some advice and about life, and
a hug, right? She would give you that hug she knew when you needed it. So, Ian, we appreciate you for calling in and sharing that, and definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
You too.
All right, now the phone lines are ringing.
As they should for this amazing woman.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, can I hold to say something about Grace, please?
You're on the air. Yes, absolutely. Let us
go ahead. Tell us your
it.
first name, because we're going to have these recorded for the family and then for people that want a copy. What's your first name?
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Go ahead, Debbie. Take it. The radio line is yours. Give us a couple of minutes of your memory or a story about Grace.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so I'm listening to the show as well. So I need to take.
Oh, probably just turn the show down.
Yeah. If you turn your volume down, I know that you want to make sure that you're on it, but you're on. Just turn it down so it doesn't kind of throw you off, because it'll throw you off. Yeah, the echo.
It's a little delayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Debbie, and I met the Day family when I was in 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
So they are my family. And I lived in Las Vegas for 1 year, and I really had a wonderful and lucky person that I am. Had an opportunity to really spend some time with Grace because of Linda and Michelle. They are one of the coolest families that I probably have encountered in my lifetime. And the girls learned that from Grace.
Yeah.
And I was listening earlier, and I believe one of you gentlemen said that she was always dressed to the nines, and she was a fashionista. I mean, she looked great up until the last day that I seen her. I mean, she just always had her face on and her her clothing and that big, wonderful, warm smile. You know, how could you not love this woman?
Yeah.
I mean, she was absolutely. I call her my second mom. I call her my Vegas mom.
That's what I called her the same thing. Exactly, my Vegas mom.
Yep. So, and I am blessed that Linda and Michelle and Joey and Michael were willing to share her with all of us, right? Because if Linda and I didn't become friends and Michelle, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet Grace. So I'm grateful to the entire family. And again, like I said, I just had a great opportunity to spend some time with Grace when I was in Vegas for the year, and she always made you feel welcome.
Yes.
She just always, you were welcome. You knew it, and there was no questions asked. And I also like that she would tell you like it is. And, you know, if you said something or you asked her a question, she'd give you a straight answer.
Yep. Even if it might have hurt your feelings, and then, like Sergio was saying, she would come back with a hug.
Yeah. No sugarcoating. It was. She loved you. She showed you love, and then she'd give you the tough love if you needed it too. But the bottom line, the common denominator is love, right there. When it came to Grace.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and I think it's just so cool that you guys are doing this in her honor. And I know that she is yucking it up in heaven, listening to all this, and is in disbelief that actually you're doing it. So I think it's just wonderful. And I thank you for this opportunity. And so that's it, all the way from Naples, Florida, and I love the Day family to death, and thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity to speak about Grace.
No, thank you for calling in and your beautiful words, and you know, this is going to be the constant thing with everybody because that's who Grace was. So thank you for calling in today.
You are very welcome. You guys have a wonderful day.
You as well.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Let's go back to our phone lines. Got another caller here in the 9 o'clock hour. Sirs, they're lighting up, huh? Grace she must be up. But Grace must be up, right? She's up. She's up and got the phone lines. She's listening and she's like, all right, now we're going to get everybody calling in. Good morning, caller. Name?
Hey.
Say it one more time.
Trudy.
Hi, Trudy.
Hi. Grace didn't just pass through her life. She made an impression.
Big time.
Grace lived up to her name. She was compassionate, thoughtful, and she had a special gift for remembering numbers.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah, she spoke her mind, and she will be remembered for the way she made people feel like they really mattered.
Oh, I mean, that's why, you know, when the previous caller said Vegas mom, I'm like, that's a phrase that I used because that's who, and I'm sure there's many other people besides the previous caller and myself that would refer to her as a Vegas mom because that's the impact that she had. Like I said, at the time, it was just me and my daughter after I got divorced. And it's just like, just the love and the time she gave that she didn't have to, you know? And she just offered, you don't have a babysitter or, sometimes I didn't have the money for a babysitter because babysitting is expensive. She's like, just drop her off, And my daughter, grew because of her. I would bring her into the radio station and she would put her to work, stapling
she
things.
Had a heart of gold.
Oh, absolutely. She touched so many people.
Yes, wonderful woman. We'll certainly miss her.
Well, thank you, Trudy, for calling in, and we appreciate that, and we will make sure we get this to the family so they can have a copy of this recording, and we thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, kind of got a little busy there.
Yeah,
a lot of people were calling in. I mean, I know we're getting down to towards the end of the show, but I want to play another song, Sergio. I know this is one that was on the requested list. Ed Sheeran. We're gonna go to an Ed Sheeran song and Supermarket Flowers. Beautiful song. I listened to it this morning.
I took the supermarket flyers from the windowsill. I threw the day old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made. Memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get well soon cars and stuffed animals. Poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down. But Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. But I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Fluffed the pillows, made the bed, stacked the chairs up. Folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John said he'd drive, then put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. And I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Shape of my mom. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings and I know that when God took you back, He said hallelujah, you're home.
All right, another great song, Ed Sheeran, Supermarket Flowers. Let's go back to our phone lines. Got a couple of people waiting on hold. Caller, your name? Caller, you there?
Hello? Am I on?
Hi,
yes.
Who are we speaking with?
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
I just wanted to call in and offer my sincere condolences to Linda, Michelle, and Zoe and Michael. I had the great fortune of growing up with the Day family back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and became friends with Linda when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, nice.
And, just the memories I have of 8842 Tallman, playing Yahtzee, Grace coming in and always encouraging us and cheering us on, including whatever we had going on. And I just wanted to call and offer my condolences and to say how happy I am for all of them that they have Grace for so many years. And what a treasure she is to all of us. So thank you for that. And I want to give a shout out to Lily. Good to hear your voice, and she's Flo and Chris. And to let you all know, I'm thinking of you, love you, and I treasure every memory of your mom.
Thank you for calling. You know, I'm sure the folks like yourself that had a long time relationship is just you got to see Grace for many years and experience Grace and just you know, like her tutelage, how she affected people.
Yeah, she did. She was amazing Grace. She was just the light in the room with the big smile and the big laugh, and you know, whatever you had going on was just so much better when she was around.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but thank you for the opportunity to let me speak.
What was your name? I don't know if I don't know. Did you say your name earlier? I'm not sure. What was your name?
It's Lori.
Lori. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure because it's kind of cutting in and out, but I want to just make sure we got your name, Lori. Thank you, Lori.
I'm walking down the street. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye, Lori.
Bye now.
All right, Serge. They're calling from all over, right?
Yeah,
this is this is not a surprise, right? Most people are that knew Grace, that, you know, that had an interaction with her. I mean, one thing that everybody has just the continuous wording is the love, right, that she had for people when she first met him. She didn't even know you. Right. And she just offered some type. Yeah. You just felt connected with her the first day you met her. And the number thing we were saying about the shopping key tag numbers, it was people that said that when they only came to shop because they got to see Grace.
That's it.
That was the reason they came down, because she was so sweet and so nice. So that was one of the reasons why she was perfect for not only K-Shop, but perfect for the front, because she was your first interaction. And just imagine every time you came down, you seen Grace.
No, absolutely. And you know, as Linda, her daughter, said a little bit ago, I wasn't sure, like, I didn't know when she started here she was 60. It just shows, you know, age doesn't matter in a lot of things, or most things, but it just shows you that she's just the amazing person she was. Yeah. Because when most people are thinking about like retirement,
yeah, that's 2 years from retirement. Not Grace.
No, she was like just getting started. You know, you know, just everybody loved her. She was K-Shop. Grace was K-Shop.
No, she was. And for you to say that, she still, and this is when she did decide, you know, it just became too much. When she was at home, she was still working for K-Shop. She was still, I had her, she was doing the key tags, putting them on the paper, and people, when they get their key tag for the first time, she would itemize certificates, and she was just still working all the way up until, I mean, she just, you know, Michelle was able to really just take over, but she continued to work even from home. And she was like, Mark, I don't even need to be paid. That's how big of a heart she had. She was like, you don't even have to pay me. Give it to Michelle.
But that's the thing. That's the impact that Grace had, because even Linda, I mean, we know Michelle was here and working here, but Linda had so many, I thought, genius ideas. And the only way I knew is Grace shared them with me. And I wish that, you know, it is what it is, but I wish the management in the past took some of those ideas that Linda had, because I think the shopping show would be even greater than it was, than it is. Just an amazing family all the way around.
Yeah, let's they must have disconnected. We'll get to the phone lines. Call in. We got about a little under about 20 minutes. About 9:55. We gotta cut the calls off. We may go to a song, but I do have another show coming up, so we can't be late for that. Let's go to the phone lines.
Call in.
Good morning, caller. Name?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, I'm one of Grace's grandchildren.
Yeah, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
When you said the name Dana,
his eyes got real big.
Like, and that's the thing. It's like she either introduced us to your big family or mentioned your family. She loved you guys all just totally.
Oh, absolutely. And I know I've met both of you guys before, and I've heard everybody's names. For those that don't know, I'm Michelle's daughter, and I just wanted to come on and say, sorry, it's really hard. She was the best grandma on the planet, and all of us grandkids, we called her Gigi, and she's the best person. I just love hearing everyone's stories about her, and keeping her memory alive, and it's definitely been really hard.
Yeah, that shows the impact your grandma had on so many people, Dana. I think it's one thing. Your grandma worked at the station, and she came across so many people, and I first met you when she was living at the condos there on Durango, but the thing is, like, because I'm sure you met my daughter in when she would take care of her. Your grandma had just I'm gonna kind of compare it to, because me and we're big sports fans, Mark and I. And when
Grace was too. Don't forget that she loved the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. There's this term in football, the coaching tree. Like, there's one coach that started, and then all these offshoot coaches. I'm not calling myself a coach, but it just shows. I was just thinking about this in the commercial in that last song, how she affected so many people, and her. I'll call it the love tree that there's so many people that, because of your grandma, connected so many lives. Like, your mom, your aunt, your uncles, that they would come, your uncles would come in, not as usual as your mom and your aunt, but she connected so many people and intertwined so many lives. And it just shows how amazing of a woman she is.
Yeah. No, she definitely was, and I'm so blessed to have been raised by her, and like me, her, and my mom had like a really, really special bond and something very unique. And even like as a kid growing up, like my grandma, she was always around, and being raised by a woman like her, like I'm so proud of who I am and where I come from, and I can only hope to be half the woman she was for the duration of my life. And I did live with her for a little bit when I first moved to Vegas, and we were roommates for a couple of years, and I know her and I just loved being together every day, watching our crime shows and cooking and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to come on here and say, like, thank you to everyone that's reached out to like our family and just sharing stories about her. And she really is truly an amazing woman, and gonna miss her so much, but I love her dearly, and she'll always be with me.
Absolutely, Dana. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for sharing your grandma with us, because it's, it was an amazing experience just to be impacted by your grandma. And like we've been saying, good or bad, she told you like it was.
She didn't hold back.
Yeah, she had a very tender
She didn't
heart.
hold back. I'm telling you, she did not hold back.
Her comments are so funny.
Oh my God!
No, she did not hold back.
Right now, also during the commercial break, I was thinking, Dana, like, like some like shows, whether they're sitcoms, like when they, they'll put this reel of different like scenes. I wish there was a way where like we could have some sort of reel of your grandma's interactions with like so many people. It would be like. It would be hilarious.
Made for TV.
It would be hilarious. There'd be the touching moments, but just the laughs, the celebrations, the victories. It's just like your grandma was just like everything. Oh,
she was. Even down to her last days. Like I saw her on that Monday, like the week that she passed, and she still made her comments. About anything. Like she was in good spirits up till the very end, and that's just shows who she was. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, Dana. Thank you, and we'll see you Saturday.
Yes, I'll see you guys Saturday. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Right, take care.
Bye. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. Good morning, caller. Name?
Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Well, good morning. Grace and I were very close in age, and one of the things that bonded us together was the fact that we still worked, and people could not understand. You ladies are in your 70s, and as we started to talk, she found out I was a Medicare insurance broker. She said, I don't understand anything about this. So the cute thing was, every year during annual enrollment, she would call me and say, don't come over yet to review because I have to make my cakes. She had these loaf cakes that she made.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of you had.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd always call, and she'd say, don't come over till I get them baked because I want to give you some.
Uh-huh.
So that was how we bonded, was that. And the cakes were, they were her. They were her. They defined who she was, her generosity, her love, her compassion. And I mean, she didn't have to do this. I was just a businesswoman. I wasn't a personal friend in the beginning, but it evolved into a friendship. And she had a little tiny lady with the biggest hugs you ever could get.
Yeah.
When Grace hugged you, you knew you were hugged, and you knew you were loved, and you knew you were appreciated.
No,
and I thank God that I had the opportunity to have her in my life for as many years as I did.
Yeah. No, that's a thing. It's like, as we're all saying, you know, she was a positive impact. She was like a mentor. She was everything.
She was, and she was so gracious. Sometimes I would be in the lobby, and it could be a lobby full of people, and she had certificates going this way and something else going that way, and I'm wondering, how in the world is she keeping all this stuff straight? But
yeah.
She just never seemed to get frustrated unless somebody got on her nerves. Now, if you got on her nerves,
she would take a pause. She would take a pause then and tell them exactly how she felt.
I made it a point to stay on her good side.
Well, that's wonderful, Janet. Well, thank you, and glad you called in and got in and just shared that story and memory of how you and how she touched your life.
Yeah, and as a result of her, that Linda, I don't know her sons, but Linda and Michelle have also become involved in my life through my business. And even though I'm a senior, not too much younger than Grace, but I'm still working. And so she was an impetus to tell me, keep on going, girl, there's nothing wrong with you, keep on working.
That's it.
So I'm just really blessed that she was a part of my life.
Yeah,
right.
No, definitely.
Right.
Thank you for calling in today.
Have a blessed day.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, let's keep it rolling, sir. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Good morning, caller. Name?
This is Rita,
Hi, Rita. Where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Chicago. All right. What would you like to share about Grace?
Oh, well, there's three of us here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Chicago.
And is there a third person there with you guys?
Pardon?
I said, is there? Somebody said it was three people. Is it the third person, or is it just?
I can hardly hear you. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Pull your radio down a little.
Do you have an amazing story to share about Grace?
I just wanted to offer my condolences and say what a wonderful person I thought she was, a person with common sense and humor and very pragmatic.
Yeah.
Are you on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air.
You're
live on the air right now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't aware. I thought you were just screening or something.
Oh no, but yeah.
She was an amazing person. I've known her for 55 years.
Wow.
Half a century. Yeah. And I just wanted to offer my condolences to the family, and I'm sure she's going to be greatly missed.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for just taking the time.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, and have a good day.
You as
Do you
well,
want to talk to one of these other ladies?
Yeah. Put them on.
Rita. Yep. Okay, Rita wants to talk.
Put Rita on the phone.
Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have any? Do you have a special moment or memory about Grace or?
Oh God, I have so many memories of Grace. Let's see. I've known her since the late '60s. So, yeah, a long, long time. We worked together for 14 years.
at a restaurant. It hardly seemed like work when she was around.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great person.
Yeah. Was she as funny? I take it that she was always funny and she always like spoke her mind. Was that the same back then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she always spoke her mind.
Yeah, some things never change. Some things just never change. Rita, is there a third person that want to get on the phone? Because we're up against the clock, so I want to make sure I get everybody in. Is there another person, or was it just you and?
Yeah. No, hang on. Barb's here. Hang on.
All right, Barb.
Go ahead, Barb. Hello?
Hello? Yes. Barb, you want to share a quick story or just a condolence for the family? Because we're going to be giving them this radio copy.
Okay. No, I just feel like I've known her for 57 years. We've been friends. I just felt privileged to have her as my friend. She was a confidant. I went to her with any little thing, and she always had a good solution for me. I just loved her to death. I feel just sad every day. I miss her.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to tell them that, she's going to live on in our hearts.
That's it. That's definitely, yeah. Thank you for calling in today.
Thank you, guys. Thank all you guys. We got to get up. We're up against the phone line. I think Grace is up now. She's got the phone lines are lighting up now, and she's looking down on us. And I want to make sure I get to every call in tribute to her. Okay.
Yes, we miss her.
All right. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, caller. Name?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle?
Hi. Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
You guys are doing a fantastic job. And Grace is proud of you.
Well, the one thing about your mom, Michelle, is that she was somebody that would tell you that she was proud of you. That's the great thing about your mom.
Good or bad, she told you. How it was.
Yes,
so
she did.
I know you have a lot of stories, and we're gonna share all those stories on Saturday. But share something right now that for our listeners.
Okay, this is a funny story because I'm sure we've all been crying, and it's a funny story. Recently, in the past year before she, got sick, but so she was always having, back pain and whatnot, and sometimes couldn't sleep. So we ended up going to the dispensary to get her some gummies to help her sleep and with some of her pain. And so one night, I'm out on my patio, and she had taken a gummy. And I knew it, because I usually gave it to her. So I'm on the patio, and all of a sudden I get a text message from her. Well, her bedroom window is right by the patio, right? So I see this text, and she says, "Please check on me before you go to bed." And I read the text, and I'm like, huh? What the heck is that? So I go in the house. I go in her bedroom, and I said, "Mom, what's up? What's going on?" She goes, "Michelle, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to watch TV, but I just can't focus on the TV." I go, what happened? She goes, "Well, that gummy you gave me didn't help, so I took another one."
Oh no!
I go, what? You took another one? She goes, "Do you think I should go to the ER?" I go, no.
Sit down, Mom.
Go to the ER, man. What we need to do is get you in the bed.
Yeah.
You need to go night-night.
Yeah. That gummy kicked in.
Too many, Mom. And this is going to help you sleep, okay? Forget about the TV right now. So that was just something funny. I mean, there's a lot of stories, but I wanted to
I know she slept well that night.
to make people laugh. I mean, she wasn't, druggy or anything, but it was just very funny.
Yeah.
I thought, and I wanted to share that and let everybody get a little chuckle.
Yeah,
but I do have some words I'd like to say. I kind of just wrote a little something.
The airwaves
my
are
mom,
yours.
I know she's listening. Mom, you were my hero and my best friend, my safe place, my guide and my light. Your love was a gift that never wavered, a reflection of something eternal and pure. You listened without judgment, loved without limits, and nurtured every part of me with such grace. Though my heart aches missing you, I find comfort in knowing your spirit lives on, surrounding us, watching us, and guiding us in ways we may not always see, but we can feel. I carry your love in my soul, and it gives me strength every day. I think of you every moment, and I trust that you're at peace, wrapped in the light. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay, because you taught me how to be strong. Until we meet again, I know this is not goodbye, because you're forever with us in every prayer, every memory, and every beat of my heart. I love you and miss you so much, Mom. I'm sorry I'm crying, Mama, but I'll be okay. It's okay.
No,
anyway,
those are beautiful.
But you guys,
beautiful words, and that's just.
I think we're going to wrap the show up with that.
Yeah, that was so beautiful.
That is going to be our wrap, and I'm glad you got that in, and I'm glad we answered the phone because I know we were wrapping up and against the clock. So we're going to stop it
and getting disconnected.
Yeah, we're going. Well, you got in, and that right there is the close of Grace in this show today.
Yeah, but like I told your sister,
thank you
for sharing her with us. We love your whole family, and
we love all of you. Thank you, Sergio and Mark, for doing this, and thank you to everybody that called. It's just, we appreciate it so much. You've touched our hearts. She loved all of us.
Yes.
So much.
Unconditionally. Unconditionally.
Mark, I know she told you, because I've been listening, of course, but she told you never to give up. And you did that for me as well over the years. And I was so happy to have been able to work by her side. We had so much fun working together. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I love you guys.
I love you.
We ran out of toilet. We ran out of tissue in the studio, so we may need some tissue when you get here. Okay, bring some with you. Okay. All right. We love you.
All right. Love you too. Thank you.
All right. Bye. All right. I'm gonna wrap up the show. I got a song to play, Sergio. In closing, anything?
No, just Grace. I know you're watching. We love you. Thank you for all your mentorship. Just thank you for being there for my daughter, and I love you.
All right, Grace, we love you. Amazing Grace. This is going to be the wrap-up song that the family requested. I'm glad we got time to play it.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? All your days filled with love and light. Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been so nice up in heaven since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've been some nights up in heaven since you arrived, since you arrived.
Could build a stairway and memories a lane, we'd walk right up to heaven and bring you back again. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you did not go alone, for part of us went with you the day God called you home. God looked around his garden and he found an empty place. Then he looked down upon the earth and he saw your precious face. He put his arms around you and he lifted you to rest. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. Yes, he always takes the best. We knew that you were suffering. We knew you were in pain. We knew you'd never get well on this earth again. So he closed your weary eyes and he whispered, peace be thine. Then he took you up to heaven, so gentle and so kind. God looked around his garden and he found an empty place. Then he looked down upon the earth and he saw your precious face. He put his arms around you and he lifted you to rest. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. Oh, God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best.
Hi, this is Patty Markard. I have the nicest keepsakes from Grace. She crocheted me a pair of pink and maroon slippers 50 years ago when I was 12 years old, and I still have them now at age 62. She also crocheted a baby blanket for both my son and my daughter when they were born, and they both still have those beautiful keepsakes. In addition to that, I just have so many fond memories of Grace over all the many years I've known Michelle. Sending hugs to her family, Patty Markard.
I'm trying to find the right words, and the truth is that there will never be enough to fully express what she has meant to me. I've known her for over 40 years, and throughout all of that time, she was so much more than a mother-in-law. Even after my marriage with her son ended, her love for me never did. She continued to treat me with kindness, respect, and a warmth that always made me feel valued and included. That kind of love is rare, and I never once took it for granted. Her kindness wasn't something you turned on or off. It was simply who she was. She welcomed me into her life and her heart and made space for me long after she was expected to. That speaks volumes about the depth of her character and the size of her heart. I am deeply grateful for every moment, every conversation, every act of love, both big and small. I want to thank her for loving me, and I will always carry her love with me.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah. Hallelujah. tonight.
Hi, K-Shop. This is Kathy Bliss calling in. I am a very good friend of the family for over 50 years. Wow, Gracie, I'm dating myself. I had the pleasure of knowing the family for so many years, and Grace was just amazing. She was a wonderful, wonderful woman who just loved her family and friends deeply. I also had the pleasure to be able to see Grace before she passed, and I'm so blessed down to the bottom of my soul that I was able to see her. Michelle, her daughter, and I have been, like I said, best friends for 50 years, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. So, Grace, what a fantastic tribute to you. Well deserved. Way to go. And God bless you, and God bless the whole family.
I still hear your lullabies, soft and sweet as evening skies. Your voice a prayer I can't forget, a song of love still echoing yet. Though time moves on and seasons change, my world without you feels so strange. But deep inside your light remains, a steady flame through joy and pain, a love that never fades away. It holds me close come night or day. Though you're not here, I feel you near, in every smile, in every tear. A love that never fades, it stays. You taught me grace, you gave me peace. In your arms I found release. Now I walk these roads alone, but carry you in every stone. I see your face in morning light. You are my strength, my silent fight. No distance could our bond erase. I still find heaven in your grace. A love that never fades away. It holds me close come night or day. Though you're not here, I feel you near, in every smile, in every tear. A love that never fades, it stays. And when I reach the golden shore, you'll greet me there forevermore. No more goodbyes, no more pain. We'll dance beneath the stars again. A love that never fades away. It's written in the sky so gray. You live in me, your soul still shines beyond the veil of space and time. A love that never fades is mine. A love that never fades. Mine. A love that never fades. Forever in my heart it stays.
Amazing Grace, how apropos. My name is Regina, and I am her eldest son, Joe Day's partner in life. Grace is such a joyful person, such a zest for life. She wrote a great blueprint of what happy looks like. She was one of the most kindest, strongest, and funniest people I've had the opportunity to know. When I was first to meet Joe's family, Joe told me that once we got into town, he was going to go golfing with John, and I was going to hang out with his sisters and mom. I was mortified. That would be hours spent with them, and what if they didn't like me? I am so grateful to Joe, sisters, and Grace for showing their love to me and for welcoming me to the family. It was an answer to my prayers. I thank Grace for raising such a loving, kind, and caring family, especially my Joe. Every one of them is special, and it is because of their mother and her love for them. I will always treasure the memories of Grace and our special talks and prayers. The last time we were together, she prayed for Joe and me, and I felt a calm settle over me that I still carry today. It was so incredibly special, and I'm blessed to have that time with her. She taught me that family is built on love, faith, and laughter, not just blood. I didn't get enough time with her, but the time I did get is God's blessing to me. I will greatly miss you, Grace. Your love changed my life, and I will carry it with me always. I love you, and will see you in heaven. God bless you.
I watched the sunlight fade from your eyes. As the world kept moving, I stood paralyzed. Every laugh, every smile still lingers in the air. But cancer came like a thief, and it's not fair. I prayed for a miracle, I begged for one more day, but the silence in the room said you'd slipped away. Cancer stole your body, but it can't steal your soul. You live inside my heart, where love will always grow. I'd give the whole world just to hold you again. The day cancer took you was the day my world caved in. The empty chair still waits at the table. I try to be strong, but I'm barely able. Your voice is a ghost that haunts the night, and I whisper your name, praying you'll reply. I trade every star, I tear apart the sky, if it meant I could see you just one last time. Cancer stole your body, but it can't steal your soul. You live inside my heart, where love will always grow. I'd give the whole world just to hold you again. The day cancer took you was the day my world caved in. I hate the word, I hate the pain, how something so cruel could even have a name. But though you're gone, I know you're free, and someday I'll find you waiting for me. Cancer stole your body, but it can't steal your soul. You live inside my heart, where love will always grow. I'll carry your memory through the joy and the rain. The day cancer took you, my